in some ways fun to play against, but also in many ways really hard and annoying and borderline frustrating to play against. And but like we just told our team, professional performance, had some really good final passes, had some good goals, had some good possession when we moved the ball fast, and I reminded them that this game is hard, and final balls are hard, scoring goals are hard, and we talked about a couple other scores that are going on right now, right? That aren't 5-0. So good performance, good start to our NCAA tournament postseason run.
Questions?
You guys outshot them 31-2 tonight. I mean, it's, wide stat line. I mean, what allowed you guys really to just have as many opportunities you had to get and then look at the net and, like that? I guess what really allowed you guys to open the game up like that?
Yeah, I thought at times our spacing was pretty good, and like I said, movement of the ball was pretty good, and a little bit of final passes in behind the line, some decent serves, and some slip balls in behind, and created a number of chances. And the thing I haven't mentioned is, and I said this to our team, we scored 5 goals. Their goalkeeper made, I'd say, 3 or 4 pretty darn special plays. Right, she was very good. Right, great big presence, and then made some saves. Right, just I think all of that. Right, spacing, movement off the ball, a couple of 2v1s in the wide areas. And we knew we were going to get chances, right? 31, obviously that's a lot of shots, but also honestly, this is no disrespect, I'm also not terribly surprised that we got that many shots.
Olivia, you had that first goal that kind of broke things open and stuff like that. You guys had a flurry of opportunities throughout the first half as well. What really worked right on that play? That may have not been working on the opportunities before that allowed you really to convert.
I mean, I think it was us being patient and just keeping possession on the top of the 18 and waiting for slip balls and things to open up. I remember Leah played a great ball to Soph, and with her great controls, she was able to switch it to me on the back post. So I think our patience and our determination will eventually get a goal, then to just keep going.
I guess tonight, how important was that patience, in the first half there? You guys have had, the confidence knowing that, the shots and goals were going to come, but, how important was that patience when, it might have taken a little bit longer to get that goal?
It's important. I mean, you got to have patience in everything in life, because if you don't, then mentally you can start to get stressed and maybe start to force things. So I think our patience is really important. I think that we really showed it tonight.
Lauren, when you got these type of games, in really the last couple of weeks, do you guys feel like if you play to your standard that you're just gonna be fine? That it's just like you're almost not even playing against the other team, you're almost playing against yourself at this point to play the best you can?
I mean, I think that is a big part of it, is like not focusing on the other team, but focusing on what we can control, and everyone like giving 100% and being sharp. But I think like a lot of it also is the last few weeks we've had really tough opponents. So I think just knowing like we will have to perform to a really high standard to be successful. But I think we've proven to ourselves we can. So it's just about going out there and doing what we need to do.
Lauren, you had a big game earlier this season, 3 goals as well. You had a goal tonight. We saw Ron get a little involved as too with the offense. I mean, how big of a role did the defense play tonight in, just moving the game up a little more upfield and just being involved in the scoring effort?
Yeah, definitely. I think, because of the low block that we talked about, we were able to, step up, take some more space. And as a defender, sometimes like they don't track you as much. You can kind of inch in there, and I think Joe, really great awareness to just lay off the ball, and yeah, always fun to be in the box, so I enjoyed that, yeah.
Coach, you guys are either getting A&M or Colorado coming up. I know it's it's still early. That game hasn't been played yet, but just knowing ahead of time, facing A&M. If it is them, how does it help that you saw them to open up the season?
Yeah, a little familiar with them, obviously, but both teams are good, and who's going to win that game? Obviously, it's at A&M, so obviously they're a little bit more comfortable being at home. However, Colorado's had some great results, so that game's probably a bit of a coin toss because they're both really good teams, both playing in really good competitive leagues. A&M, lost in the semifinal of the SEC championship and outshot Georgia like 27-16, and in that semifinal. And then you have Colorado, who, like I said, won a lot of really good games. I don't know exactly what their finish was within the Pac-12, but I think they've won 4 straight coming into the NCAA tournament, maybe no goals against in that time period, including a 4-0 win against Arizona State, who had just, I think, knocked off USC, and I think Colorado tied USC earlier in the year. So both really good teams. So no matter who we get, we're getting a good opponent. We know that.
Anything else? Perfect.